Hey, what's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna react to Patrick CC, artists who destroyed their careers in seconds. Okay, so you got a couple names. You got Macklemore, Macklemore, the baby, CeeLo Green. But let's get into the reaction. Let's see. The baby for sure. Like
These artists' careers were never the same after one incident, whether it was from their own terrible decisions
I don't know what
or a
CeeLo
minor
Green did.
misstep that got blown out of proportion. Today we are going to discuss them all, starting with Macklemore, who leaked a text message that made everyone question what they thought they knew about him.
Honestly, to be honest, I don't know what majority of these people did, except for the baby. To be real with you.
In 2012 and 2013, you
What
could not
Macklemore
go
do?
anywhere without hearing the song Thrift Shop. Far from your typical rap song, Macklemore flexed $20 and had suburban moms dancing to his funky saxophone. This song spent 6 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Mac had one-hit wonder written all over him. He carried the most stereotypical white rapper image that is perceived as corny by hip-hop culture, but he proved everyone wrong with his second hit, Can't Hold Us, which spent 5 weeks at the #1 spot. This
Damn.
track was definitely more of a standard pop track, but 2 Billboard #1s in his first year as a mainstream artist stamped that he was a force to be reckoned with. However, it was all about to come crashing down, as Macklemore would suffer from success. At the 2014 annual Grammy Awards, Macklemore was nominated in 7 categories, the biggest and most prestigious being Best Rap Album and Best Rap Song. After winning Best Rap Performance and Best New Artist, people were happy to see him win 2 Grammys. Nominated for Best Rap Song up against Drake, Kanye West, Jay-Z, it seemed unlikely Macklemore would win, but Thrift Shop was in fact the winner of Best Rap Song of 2014, securing him
Oh
his
yeah, what
third
people
Grammy
saying that
of
shit
the
was
night.
bullshit.
But what would come next would shock the world. Up against Drake's Nothing Was the Same, Jay-Z's Magna Carta, Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City, and Kanye West's
Yeah, that's crazy that nigga
Macklemore
won.
had absolutely no chance of winning. Everyone was betting on Kendrick since he without a doubt had the best album of the bunch, but wouldn't be entirely surprised if it went to the other nominees. The hip-hop community was floored when Macklemore and Ryan Lewis's The Heist won Best Rap Album of the Year. The Heist couldn't be...
Oh yeah, it was that year. See, I was right, bro. That nigga won off bullshit. I don't know how that nigga won, bro. I don't know how he won.
Ryan Lewis's The Heist won Best Rap Album of the Year. The Heist couldn't be a more fitting name for this absolute
I think Jay-Z
robbery.
should have won that year.
Macklemore was being cooked by the hip-hop community online, reminding him in every comment section that he didn't deserve to win. He felt so much pressure that he decided to text Kendrick Lamar and apologize. "You got robbed. I wanted you to win. You should have. It's weird and sucks that I robbed you. I was gonna say that during the speech, then the music started playing during my speech and I froze. Anyway, you know what it is. Congrats on this year and your music. Appreciate you as an artist and as a friend. Much love." We wouldn't have ever seen this text if Macklemore didn't post it to social media, which made it even worse and looked like he was just trying to get in the good graces with the public.
Did you ever feel any way about him posting the text message or anything like that?
Yeah, I think it was uncalled for, to be 100 with you. When he sent it to me, I was like, okay, I could see him feeling that type of way because he's a good dude. But I think for confirmation from the world, he probably felt like he had to put it out there, which he didn't need to do. He didn't need to do, but I don't take nothing away from him anyway because I know where his heart is at, he cool.
Despite Kendrick being cordial and saying that Macklemore meant well, hip-hop fans could never truly accept Macklemore as a part of the culture. They thought he was disingenuous, and they didn't really like his music in the first place, so this was an easy excuse to forget about him. He stepped out of the limelight, and many people suggest his music was never as ambitious ever again. He felt guilt, and that guilt ate him alive. His 2016 album, This Unruly Mess I Made, sold just...
Yeah. Understandable why the fans... Well, I'm not even gonna say fans. Why people was already mad at him because they feel like Kendrick got fucking robbed. So it's like, bro, they already gonna hate Macklemore in general. But it's like, bro, why the fuck you on post and shit? Like, nigga, just text Kendrick that, bro. If you really feel like that, bro, you didn't have to post shit online. But hey, as usual, some niggas just don't know how to stay off the fucking internet, bro. They just don't know how to stay off the internet.
1,000 copies in the first week. Him and Ryan Lewis split up shortly after, and Mac released another solo album, Gemini, that did decent amongst his fan base, but ultimately, he hasn't had any major mainstream success in almost a decade.
Damn.
But unlike Macklemore, DaBaby refused to apologize to anyone, which is leading to one of the dumbest downfalls of all time. Baby exploded.
But it's like, bro, Macklemore didn't even have to apologize. Like, that's a thing. Because, like, bro, it's not like you fucking picked yourself for the fucking to win. Like the Grammys literally picked you to win, bro. Like so it's like he's really on the Grammys end on why they fucking did that bullshit. Instead of like having Kendrick win, that like majority of people, you know, thought was a better album, they didn't. So it's like that's just enough failure on the fucking Grammys part. Like Macklemore really didn't need to apologize type shit, but yeah.
Onto the mainstream rap scene in 2019 with his hit song Suge, which peaked at number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100. In a world of repetitive melodic trap, DaBaby felt fresh and exciting, providing us with bouncy and fun bangers.
Yeah.
He dominated for the next 2 years, constantly having
So he
multiple
sounded the
singles
same
on the
on every
Billboard Hot
fucking
100,
track, bro.
and he was in regular rotation on the radio. His track Rockstar with Roddy Ricch was the #1 song for 7 weeks straight, a very tough thing to do as a hip-hop artist. But DaBaby was always known for having a bold personality. He was the type to say whatever he wanted, and if you had a problem, he was more than willing to handle it. He even killed a guy in Walmart. Don't worry, it was self-defense.
Damn.
Well, in July of 2021, on the stage at Rolling Loud, his loose lips got him in major trouble. Maybe some that he can't recover from.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS,
Yeah, this was wild.
That'll make you die 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone like that up. Lady, if you
Alright, the video stopped, but we're back into it though.
HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases, that'll make you die 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone like that up.
Yeah, he said this shit was wild.
It smell like water. Put a cell phone like that up. Fellas,
Lights up.
fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga in the parking lot, put your cell phone like that up.
Completely unprovoked and for no reason at
Like
all,
what?
DaBaby was thinking about gay men and what they do in their free time while he was on stage performing. He referred to people with AIDS as dirty and will likely die soon from the illness. Both statements are categorically and factually untrue. The
That is
clip was
true.
shared onto the internet and sent millions of people into an uproar. DaBaby addressed this on his Instagram and clarified his message.
I wasn't going on no rant. That's called a call to action. That's what that's called, because I'm a live performer. I'm the best live performer. I'm the live show killer. You interact with your fans. You get what I'm saying? Look, all the lights went up, Kate, straight. You want to know why? Because even my gay fans don't got fucking AIDS, stupid ass niggas.
Him doubling down on his comments made everything way worse,
Damn.
as he clearly was very uneducated on the AIDS disease and the
Hey, bro, all you need to do is apologize, but he didn't. Then he just doubled down on it, and then he started doing other bullshit, and it's like, bro, it just fucked him so shit, bro.
everything way worse, as he clearly was very uneducated on the AIDS disease and the unfair stigmas that come with it. And although he eventually issued an apology addressing the LGBTQ community, he had made countless contradictory statements after. He tried to profit off the controversy in music videos. And
He
even
did. Like, bro, you can't double down and then apologize, bro. Bro, you can't do that shit. You just can't.
Contradictory statements after. He tried to profit off the controversy in music videos and even kind of redacted his own apology.
If I say what I say to get people to raise their cell phones and it's misinterpreted by people who watch a 5-second clip at home, you're not supposed to understand what's going on. You couldn't raise your cell phone if you wanted to, so you ain't supposed to be able to digest a clip, you know what I'm saying? A clip that can be altered and shortened with a narrative to go along with it, with enough people driving it, it's gonna do what it do.
From here, he got kicked off every major festival in 2021 that he was supposed to perform at. And even when he did perform, he was booed and had garbage thrown at him.
Damn.
A-list celebrities and fellow collaborators condemned him. But the
Damn.
controversy continued. He got into fights, tormented and broke down the mother of his child on Instagram, tried to kiss one of his fans without consent. DaBaby was not trying to
did?
save face. He just kept saying, "I'm sorry for being me." His ticket sales plummeted, which resorted to
Damn.
him offering buy one, get one free deals
Damn.
to fill out the venues. One report alleged that he only sold 500 tickets to a venue that holds 14,000 people. And claims to
Damn.
have lost $30 million because of the controversy.
Like
What were the
a week or
L's?
two after, $30 million, $30 million that I would have had before the ball dropped 2021. So this happened rolling out with July. I had $30 million worth of shows on the schedule before December 31st.
All he had to say was, "Put your hands in the air if you just don't care," and all of this could have been avoided. But But if you
That
think
is
what
true.
DaBaby said was bad,
That
you'll
is
be
true.
horrified by what CeeLo Green said in a series of questionable tweets.
Okay, what
If you
CeeLo
don't
Green
remember
said?
the name CeeLo Green or his previous duo Gnarls Barkley, you definitely remember his two most iconic songs, Crazy and Forget You. Crazy peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and spent 29 weeks on the chart. Forget
Man,
You,
I don't know
which
shit
he
about
released
CeeLo
solo
Green, not
4
really.
years later,
I heard of him,
also went
you
number
know,
2 on the
I
Hot
know of
100
him,
after spending
but-
almost a full year on the charts. CeeLo had a very unique voice and was undeniably talented. He pretty much only gave us 2 hits, but was an ever-present pop culture figure throughout the early 2010s. Whether he was hosting an award show, his own reality show, voice acting, or being a judge on The Voice, CeeLo was loved and appreciated. Until some shocking allegations arose. CeeLo was accused by a 33-year-old woman he dined with at a downtown Los Angeles sushi restaurant of placing ecstasy,
Oh,
also known
God.
as MDMA or Molly, in her drink. The woman later told Los Angeles police detectives she woke up naked in bed in her hotel room
man.
screaming. CeeLo allegedly admitted to law enforcement that he took ecstasy, but denied drugging the woman's drink or committing sexual assault. CeeLo's sexual assault charges were dropped after prosecutors concluded there wasn't enough evidence
Okay.
to take that accusation to court, but he was found guilty on drug charges, which landed him 3 years probation. But it wasn't the nature of the charges that ruined his career, it's what he said on Twitter after the case.
What this man
After being
said?
criticized by people in public tweets, he decided to respond. Women who have really been R-worded, remember, but point taken. So if I tried but did not succeed, but the person said I did, then what really happened? When someone breaks in a home, there is broken glass. Where is your plausible proof anyone was R-worded? If someone passed out, they're not even with you consciously. So with implies consent. It's hard to see
That's
what point...
wild. That's wild, bro. That's wild. I swear, some niggas just can't shut up. Bro, some niggas just can't shut. All you gotta do is just be quiet and stay off the internet, bro. Or just think twice of what you about to say. Cause like, yo, that is crazy. That is crazy. Like, bro, that is crazy.
And what really happened? When someone breaks in a home, there is
Like, this man is so wrong
Where
on
is
so
your
many,
plausible proof
like,
anyone
fronts.
was
Is crazy.
R-worded?
But
If someone passed out, they're not even with you consciously. So with implies consent. It's
That's
hard to
wild.
see what point he was trying to make here.
Bro, I
but the
don't get-
blogs were not holding back.
I don't get his point,
CeeLo,
bro.
it's not rape if you forget. CeeLo Green, it isn't rape if the victim is unconscious.
Oh,
After
God.
these tweets, his reputation was destroyed. He lost all of his live performance bookings. He quit The Voice to avoid being fired. His TV show was canceled, and he basically disappeared from the pop culture zeitgeist, pretty much surviving off royalties and small film roles here and there. But I guess him and I are friends now?
Yo, Pat, what's up, man? I'm assuming that your friends call you Pat,
My friends do call me Pat, so
and I consider myself to be one of your friends.
The next person on our list lost her career from something that was told...
So this man CeeLo Green selling cameos now?
The next person on our list lost her career from something that was totally out of her control. In fact, it may have even been a setup. Janet Jackson is a woman who needs no introduction. She is the youngest of the 9 iconic Jackson family siblings. Although she was not a part of the original Jackson 5, she would go on to have a massive solo music career. Jackson signed the first of 2 record-breaking multi-million-dollar contracts with Virgin Records, establishing her as one of the highest-paid artists in the industry. She was named by Billboard magazine in the 90s as the second most successful recording artist of the decade in the United States after Mariah Carey. Over 100 million records sold, 10 Billboard #1 songs, 27 top 10 hits. She is easily the most successful artist on this list, which is why her downfall is even more tragic. The Super Bowl in America is always the most watched televised program every year, with an average of around 100 million people watching the game. The halftime show has historically been a major milestone in an artist's career, as it is the biggest stage they will likely ever be on. In 2004, Janet Jackson was asked to do the show, but not by herself, which was surprising since she easily had enough hits to do a full set. Instead, she only got to perform 2 of her songs. The other time was filled out by Justin Timberlake, Diddy, Nelly, Kid Rock, and Jessica Simpson. The very last song of the performance was Justin's hit song, Rock Your Body, in which Janet assisted him. The two met at the center of the stage to pose for the grand finale. Justin reaches across Janet's body and pulls off the chest piece of her costume, exposing her breast to 90 million people. The wardrobe malfunction is considered the biggest controversy in televised history. This incident was actually the inspiration for YouTube because of the difficulty finding footage to rewatch online. Now, to some degree, this was planned. Justin's intention was to pull the leather piece off her chest and expose the red underneath, but he ripped too much. In the split second the camera was on Janet, you can see her look down in shock. She tried to cover herself while Timberlake stood holding the ripped pieces of her costume and bra. The FCC received more than 500,000 complaints after the performance. CBS was fined $550,000, and the halftime sponsor, AOL, demanded a return of the $10 million advertising cost they paid to the NFL. Justin apologized, MTV apologized, Janet apologized, even though she later regretted it because it was an accident. The media went into an all-out frenzy. The FCC investigated the halftime show to see if this was a planned media stunt meant to shock the world, citing that because she was wearing...
Bro, why would Janet apologize, man? Like, bro, it's not even her fault. Like, bro, what? It is whoever the designer or whatever for that outfit to, like, for that shit to rip off like that, like, completely. Like, come on, bro.
Because
if anything, it's a goddamn
went
accident.
Into an all-out
mishap
frenzy.
on the fucking
FCC
outfit.
investigated the halftime
Like,
show
she's not
to
gonna
see if
purposely
this was a
show
planned
her
media
tit,
stunt meant to
like,
shock
what?
the world, citing that because she was wearing a nipple covering, that was evidence this was all set up.
What?
Class action lawsuits were filed against Janet by
Nah,
random
that's
citizens,
wild.
claiming that her sexually explicit performance deserved maximum punitive damages. Every talk show host in the nation
Oh,
dragged her.
God.
Viacom had to pay out $3.5 million to settle various indecency complaints, so they went and banned all radio and TV stations that they owned from playing any of Janet
What?
Jackson's music. Janet was blackballed from the music
Nah,
industry
this some sick
over an
shit.
accident, and Justin was not punished at all, even though it was definitely his fault. There is no doubt her punishment was unfair and likely due to her gender and race.
Nah, that's fucked up. That's some sick shit. Like, bro, you could tell, like, this shit low-key racially motivated. Because Justin Timberlake didn't get hit at all. Like, bro, nothing happened to him. And it's like, he the nigga who, like, ripped off the shit. Like, man, that's some fucked up shit.
Over an accident, and Justin was not punished at all.
And it's
even
like
though
she's
it was
a woman,
definitely
too,
his
so it's
fault. There is no doubt her punishment was unfair and likely due to her gender and race. Her career after that wasn't totally dismantled. She did have a #1 album, a Grammy nomination, some light Billboard presence.
Bro, that's
This
some sick
incident
shit,
lingered
bro.
like a dark cloud over her head for many years, and slowly she faded out of the mainstream.
Bro, it was a goddamn accident, bro.
One of those women who have been gagged, both literally and emotionally, women who
That's
have
fucked
been
up, bro.
abused, women who have been intimidated, women who have lived in fear. I stand with you. You are my sisters.
However, today, most people can all agree that this was just an overreaction, and she is still highly regarded as one of the most iconic pop stars of all time. Overreacting to small mistakes seemed to be common in the early 2000s, because this next artist's career was destroyed by something so small, it's almost unbelievable. Ashlee Simpson was the younger sister of the already famous pop star Jessica Simpson, who was a multi-platinum Billboard charting recording artist. She also had her own MTV show. Newlyweds, Nick and Jessica was one of the most popular programs on the network. MTV wanted to capitalize on the Simpson sisters' newfound fame and gave Ashlee her own series called The Ashlee Simpson Show. The series ran for 2 seasons and aired every week on MTV directly after Jessica's show. Viewers who were invested in Jess were introduced to Ashlee immediately after. Ashlee was desperate to not live in the shadows of her sister. She dyed her naturally blonde hair brown and built a pop-punk image to complement her pop-rock music. Her album's lead single, Pieces of Me, became an instant hit in the United States. The song peaked at #5 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and sold over 500,000 copies nationwide. Ashlee's debut album was released soon after, with an estimated 398,000 copies sold in its first week. Worldwide, the album sold more than 5 million copies. She had a bigger debut than her sister,
that's just such a
but her career
2000s cover,
ended
bro.
just before it took off. Saturday Night Live, 2004. Ashlee Simpson was set to perform her single Pieces of Me when this happened.
On a Monday, I'm waiting. Tuesday, I'm fading.
What's going on?
You might be kind of confused as to what happened.
Bro.
Basically, the...
What? wait, what? Was she getting sturdy, bro? Was she getting sturdy, or was she like? So was she supposed to be lip singing or whatever? But bro, the bitch start getting sturdy, bro. Hold on, the bitch start getting sturdy. Bro, she started getting sturdy. Look at this shit.
You might be kind of confused as to what happened.
I guess she's supposed to be
Basically,
lip
the backing
singing. I
vocals
guess.
started playing before Ashley expected them, as it was her intention to lip sync her performance. But instead of trying to catch up to the song, she stood there in a panic, then hit this extremely awkward jig dance twice, before ultimately exiting the stage without saying anything. The show cut to commercial, and when it came back, she blamed her band.
Ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? Live TV.
Exactly. I feel so bad my band started playing the wrong song, and I know what to do, so I thought I'd do a hoedown. I'm sorry.
If she just told the truth right away, she may have been able to avoid the backlash. But instead, Ashley became a laughingstock.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God.
Even news anchors poked fun at her.
Sister's performance on Saturday Night Live was, well, out of sync, you could say.
Oh, damn.
Sorry, we had to do that. It was just our own little lip-syncing adventure.
We were mocking her.
At just 19, she was publicly ridiculed by the world.
Damn.
And this is all especially ridiculous considering today's standards
And
are
we're lip
much
sync.
lower. It almost feels like lip syncing isn't even
Normal.
a real thing anymore. Half of my favorite artists at their live shows just let the song play, jump around, and yell random ad-libs. Even though
Facts.
Ashley was a decent performer, and she did have an opportunity to redeem herself on various late-night shows, nobody cared. Nobody wanted to give her a second chance. It was too much fun to make jokes and boo her off stage.
Dang, that's messed up. And she was only 19, damn.
She did have a moderate comeback with her single Boyfriend in 2005, and her second album eventually selling 3 million copies worldwide, but she had already seen the peak of her music career, and as it slowly dwindled away, she maintained her relevance in the 2010s through relationships, various television projects, and her own social media. But the last person on our list has the most unexpected, shocking, and horrifying incidents that landed them in prison. In 2015, the world was dancing to Silentto's hit song, Watch Me. The song paired with the massive viral dance, the whip and the nay-nay.
Oh,
All of
yeah,
social
he
media
did
was
make
flooded
this
with
shit, huh?
videos of people doing the dance. With Vine and Instagram peaking in popularity, Silentto laid the foundation for what would become extremely normal on TikTok many years later. He performed at award shows, on Nickelodeon, every talk show in America.
Heck, what happened to this
Virality
nigga?
got the single to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, as well as 1.8 billion views on YouTube.
Damn.
Today, the record is 6 times platinum.
Damn.
Unfortunately, hip-hop dance tracks have a history of being impossible to outdo, because for every one that becomes culturally iconic, there are hundreds of cheesy failed attempts to recreate the moment.
That is
Silentto
true.
waited 3 years to drop his album fresh out of high school, which failed to generate any buzz.
3
and his second
years?
album went almost totally unnoticed. But before you could fully count him out, he made a decision that officially ended his career. On January 21st, 2021, the 23-year-old rapper was arrested for the murder of his cousin, 34-year-old Frederick Brooks. After a shooting
What? His cousin? Nah, that's wild. That's
that
wild.
officially ended his career. On January
Damn.
21st, 2021, the 23-year-old rapper was arrested for the murder of his cousin,
Damn.
34-year-old Frederick Brooks, after a shooting in DeKalb County, Georgia. Police said officers found Brooks suffering from multiple gunshot wounds
Oh,
at a home
God.
off of Deep Shoals Circle.
RP.
He was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigators did not have a suspect at the time. Responding officers were able to obtain video from the security cameras of multiple residents and later identified Hawk, or Silentto, as the gunman. Silentto was arrested February 1st, 2021, and then later indicted by a Georgia grand jury on 4 felonies. 1 count of malice murder,
Oh,
1
damn.
count of felony murder, aggravated assault, and gun possession during the commission of a felony.
Damn.
As of now, the court has deemed Silentto unfit for the safety of the public and will remain incarcerated until further trial. Since the trial has not started yet, we don't know how he did it, we don't know why he did it, and we don't know how long he might be in jail, but we do know is that his career is officially over.
That is true. His career is done. But it's like, damn, bro. His cousin, though? Nigga murked his cousin? Damn, that's tough. That's tough. But, hey, fire video from fucking Patrick. These was all the artists that destroyed his career in seconds. Like, damn, bro. Some people just had some mishaps. Like, the Janet Jackson shit is, like, fucked up. Because, like, bro, it was a fucking wardrobe malfunction. So, it's like, how you gonna blame her for that shit, bro? Like, that's trash. That's trash. The fucking Macklemore, all you gotta do is just stay off the internet, bro. That's all you gotta do. Just stay off the internet. If you felt like that, just fucking text out to Kendrick behind the scenes and shit. That's all you gotta do. CeeLo Green, all you gotta do, stay off the internet. That's it, bro. If you had those thoughts, keep those thoughts to yourself. Even though that's some sick shit. Because, bro, that was wild. That was wild. But it's like, bro, he could have just kept that shit to himself. He would have been fine. Who else? The Baby. All you had to do, just keep his mouth shut. All you had to do is just keep his mouth shut, bro. Like for one, he should never said that, the HIV and stuff. Like, he should never said that stuff in general. Like, that was wild when he was saying that to his crowds, right? To his crowd. But it's like, and then you double down on it. You double down on it, right? After the fact. And then you make an apology. Like, bro, you can't double down and make an apology. Like, bro, you like you just get. But, hey, another fire. Oh yeah, and Ashley Simpson, she was lip singing and shit. It's like, bro, nowadays niggas lip singing, bitches lip singing, like everyone's fucking lip singing. Like, they don't give a fuck. Niggas like people what's it called, stage presence and be able to perform to like live audiences now is dog shit. So it's like, bro, niggas don't even give a fuck now. And this type fucked up because, like, you know, back in 2000s, people used to get, like, you know, fucking criticized like crazy if they were lip singing and shit. Like anything small you did, like any small like mishap or mistake you made back in the 2000s, bro. Back in the 2000s, they was on your ass for it. Okay. Nowadays, niggas don't give a fuck. Niggas don't give a fuck. But you know, like, comment, subscribe, suggest anything else you want to interact to. You know, down below in the comments. Check out and next one.